There's something under the bed.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Something's Under the Bed podcast. I'm here as always with my two co-hosts,
Marky,
Obiee.
Guys, we're here just to do a first of many little mini episodes. We're gonna do a couple more like this, but the first one we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about. There was an online article from Time Out, and it's an update from October 2023 of the 5 greatest horror movies of all time. Not this particular person's 5 favorite movies, but gathered through popularity and censuses or whatever, how the fuck they do that shit. But and it's just what their opinion is of the greatest of all time. And we kind of just started talking about it, and we just thought this was a good thing to discuss because it's a lot for someone to tell you what they think the greatest movies are, and you're just supposed to swallow it like, yeah, whatever you say. We don't. We disagree, and go fuck yourself. But what this episode we're gonna do just Obiee though. We want to each take an episode for each of us to give our own top 5 of all time. Not our top favorite technically, even though probably some of them will be mixed in there. But and yeah, this episode we're just gonna talk about Obie's opinion of the 5 that they talked about, and then her 5 of what she actually thinks.
So I was going to do a list.
Yeah, exactly. But Obiee, but before we get started, how you doing? You good?
Good stuff. Good dude. Graduated, paralegal, new job. You know, things are great.
congratulations.
Thank you.
Awesome.
That is.
It's actually like a lot of, it's really good.
Hard. No, it's hard. It was good. Currently watching School Spirit on Netflix.
Ooh, I wanted to watch
It's
that.
really good. They're coming out with the second season. I do like the main actress who's in Cobra Kai. She's really good too. The blonde, I don't know her name. I don't remember her name. I'm terrible at that, but really good. I recommend watching that one.
Did you like Cobra Kai?
I do like Cobra Kai.
You
don't like Cobra Kai?
It's such a scam. They scammed us.
Wait,
They took an
karate.
It's like, guys, you can't come up with anything, can you? You can't come up with any original
No,
idea,
but I think that's so cool for them to kind of like revamp it, like. Because you don't really see those young actors like years later doing something based on something they did at such a young age that was hot, and now it's even hot again. Like this is like the 80s coming back type of thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they never left. Some people, and that's the problem I have with it. That's the problem I have with it. Everyone's like, oh, the 80s are cool. Like they've been cool.
No.
I don't like posters like that, but whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Listen, I'm not gonna say the show sucked. I just was upset about it because it's like. It's just everything's being revamped, blah 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 blah. But all right.
Did you watch any new horror movies?
Other than like some of the lists, like no, I haven't really watched any like new ones that have come out. Just like the same ones we've heard or the ones we talk about and discuss.
Yeah.
That's that. Nothing.
For like background noise and
Yeah.
stuff. Or a rewatch because
No, girl, could have been busy. No masturbation background. No.
That's fine. Hey, you want to make sure you take time to treat yourself later on, though. But Obiee, I guess let's just jump into it. The list, Mark, you lead the list.
Yeah, the list is we'll start at 5. So 5 is Psycho,
Okay.
4 is Alien, 3 Texas Chainsaw Massacre, 2 The Shining, and then number 1 is The Exorcist. What are your thoughts?
Definitely believe that 2 shouldn't be on there as like considered the top horror movies. I really want to know how they take poll to these and how like we rate them. Maybe probably like read about it a little bit. Like, is it you ask 100 people on the street and then that's where you get it out?
That might be, or they do surveys.
They probably do surveys, like what was like the highest like grossing horror movies. And
One has something to do with that.
I
Yeah.
think like
so.
you can rate like Barbie. Let's say that I think Barbie was shit. You know what I mean? Like even though it made a lot of money, I don't think that makes it good because it created money. You know.
that's why I do love these lists.
Yeah.
But it is always like we say opinion based.
Opinion based, subjective, just like Obiee literally said, she kind of nailed it with the Barbie analogy. It's like everyone not everyone, but a lot of people disagree with her opinion, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to hear, this is our opinion, and there's a lot of people that I think would agree.
I feel like a lot of people have difference in what like horror is, and then something that's eerie. You know what I mean? So let me start with like The Shining. I wouldn't consider that it's a good movie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't consider it as a horror movie. It's very eerie. It just has really like creepy moments. It gives you this like the sound effects in the background. It's so quiet. It's so empty. You know what I mean? I don't feel like that's really considered like a horror movie. I feel like you have to be a little terrified to be. But again, everybody's opinions is different when it comes to what's horror. The other one is Psycho. Like, I don't consider that. Again, it's very eerie. It's just following a man who's killing a lot
More
of people.
suspenseful.
Exactly.
You're just like, it's kind of more of a thrill.
It's not even, It's like a thriller. Like I said, I feel like we have to really categorize how they are. But so that's why I said I don't really understand how these got these lists. The Exorcist, it's a classic. You know what I mean? I feel like that's when we really saw like possession and bringing it to the screen, and like that's got to be hard. And back in those days, religion was like at a high. It's never been at a low, but it was definitely at a high, especially involving like the Catholic Church.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I think they did it to down like pedophilia. You know, I'm just kidding. No, I'm kidding about that one.
It's like two notes came across his desk. It's like, we talk about exorcism or we talk about...
Well, let's make a movie about it. Like, let's distract from the
You're so
demon
You can't make a
possession.
movie about it. Put it out.
Demon. Let's just do the demon possession.
That's
Like that.
Yeah. We do exorcism all the time. We do it all the time. Exorcism all the time. Pedophilia, what are you talking about?
we don't do that.
And then the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, again, just amazing movie. Behind it, I think even like the remakes, I don't think there's really been too many bad ones. I do like the one with Jessica Biel in it. I think
that was
really good.
one of the best remakes ever. I think people talk.
In my opinion about Texas Chainsaw Massacre, it's one of the few I think whose remakes they're pretty good.
They're really good.
Like opposed to like you'll have your bad Halloweens like 4, 5, and 6. Not great Halloween. You know what I mean? But Texas Chainsaw Massacre, for the most part, I'm like, that wasn't a bad sequel.
And it's very consistent as far as like even with the remakes. It's like poor family in the middle of nowhere. Weird cousin.
You did like the original though? I'm just curious.
I did like the original. I did. Yeah, it's a good one. I feel like they were definitely trying it, and they didn't have as many special effects as we had. With the one. I don't know the year. The one with Jessica Biel was
2007, 2006 or something like that.
special effects, all that stuff.
Oh yeah, you're talking about from when they shot the first one and the remake. Oh, they went. They had stuff.
Say here's a chainsaw, make it scary.
Here's the relation.
Not through the cornfields.
Wear dead things, dead faces, skinned faces, and you have a chainsaw. Go.
And it's literally like I don't know if makeup artistry was even like a thing as it's now. Like it's a whole job. There's shows, best makeup artists. Like they literally give them a mask and they're like, here. You know what I mean? Here's a mask. It doesn't fit your face. It's supposed to be somebody else's face.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But like even in the other ones, it's almost like it was kind of like glued, and like he was trying to recreate these people's faces.
They did what they could with what they had.
Yeah.
Tom Savini is one of the best makeup artists in the game, the horror game. He's a horror icon, horror classic. He does a lot of gore, the zombie. I mean, he's insane. But like, yeah, I could agree. In the remake, it's like that kind of looks like a real skinned face. So I couldn't agree more. I just was curious if you liked the original. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And then the last one was Alien, which we were obviously texting about this earlier today, and I was like, oh, this one, which I had seen, and then she told me there was an older one. I was like, oh, I've never seen this one. Yeah, so I didn't know that spoof. There's a lot of spoofs about the alien come on. Yeah. And I'm like, wow.
Yeah.
Like I did not know about this at all. It reminds me like the Family Guy where it popped on his chest and he has a whole other line.
Know that they didn't tell the actors that was going to happen.
No.
That's genuine surprise on their faces. Like they had no idea something was going to burst out of that man's
I didn't
fist.
either.
Yeah.
I was like,
I didn't either.
Jim watching it, I was like, wait, what? Because he was like, I'm fine. I'm hungry. Let's eat.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, so we're just not going to act like this man's been sucked face by an alien for a few hours. And like everybody's known and like the other thing was like everybody's like nonchalant about it too. Like nobody's yelling, nobody's screaming as they come in. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh, we have this guy, something to suck to his face. Like, but what?
Yeah.
But what? I liked it, in the beginning. There's a couple things I didn't like about the movie. I don't, like I said, I don't think it's horror, but if I was going to pull, I think it's a little bit more because it has those jump scenes that it creates. It keeps a fear fact. But, I didn't like a lot of the moments where it's just like really quiet. I had to a couple times put up the volume because there's nobody saying nothing. It's just literally like shots. In the beginning, it reminded me of Star Wars, and then I read about it because I'm like, George Lucas has to be part of this somehow, and he was. He was part of the set and making it. And
I didn't know that.
That's interesting.
It makes a little sense.
There was like that in the beginning. It just looked like where the stormtroopers were coming in from being on some galaxy and walking in. It just reminded me of that, and I had to like go back and see if I was watching the right movie, so I didn't waste my time. But I wouldn't consider it like horror too. But like I told you, those other two are probably more at my bottom of my list, or should not even be on that list.
Yeah. But you could say, but overall, would you say that you have a positive opinion on all those though?
Absolutely, see them for sure.
Yeah, okay.
For sure, see them. They're really good. I don't knock them at all. Like I said, we always trying a movie out and taking a chance with it because I mean, what else would we have to talk about if we didn't watch it?
Let's get into what really matters.
Okay. Yeah.
This is what really matters.
Me.
What do you think?
Obiee.
Your 5-1.
So I'll start with
To go.
5, right?
Start with 5.
Okay, I'll start with 5. I did Us. You know what I mean? I gotta throw for the culture. I gotta throw one in for him.
Okay.
I think that's I still don't understand it. Okay, I still don't understand it, but that's scary.
You don't know what's happening. I'm afraid.
That's scary. People are dying. There's carbon copies of us killing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's scary. I don't know what happened. I don't know how they got there, but
yeah, the doppelgangers, they just really did them right.
Yeah.
They're just the direction, the acting, just the way they just kind of stand and stare. It's so.
I didn't expect a whole nother underground world. Like.
That's
we
nuts.
talked about this before on an episode.
Because I hadn't watched it and then I recently watched it. Yeah, it's insane how big that underground is because according to the movie, everyone has one.
Yeah.
Everyone has one. Everyone. So it's like that's nuts.
It's like they've been living under there, nobody noticed, and then is she good or is she bad? Did she do something right? Because that area at the end where she's driving and she.
I have questions about that movie. Yeah. A few. I loved it though. I couldn't agree more with you.
Yeah,
it was very scary.
Great movie.
It gave me that feeling that I wanted. It's like this is a little scary.
But it boils down to exactly what you said. Like, wait, is this girl? Because all the other ones are frightful. Yeah. Frightful. But is it because she grew up in the real world? She was able to develop emotions because she loves that son, that boy of hers.
She's still. But is she in the wrong?
Was she in the wrong?
Yeah. Does that consider her in the wrong?
She took a girl. She kidnapped the girl
and switched places with her.
She chained her to the bed.
It's technically wrong. She's a child. So, but yes, it's wrong. I take a 6-year-old girl and I chain her to a bed. And I say,
well, yeah, it doesn't make it okay.
Does it make it okay that she's down there?
No.
And for it's almost about like survival. The only way for advocates, because what happens to those people? Like, do they grow on and just stay there for the rest of their life? Do they die with their?
Well, the project was abandoned, so yeah they were forgotten. Exactly. And then this girl comes, the real girl comes and says, "Don't worry about it. I know what to do." And she comes up with this huge plan, and it's insane. But yeah, I couldn't agree more. That's a good thing.
Very like interesting in the
What's your 4? What's your 5?
My 4 is Black Phone.
Really?
So I recently watched this last year sometime, like last summer. Only because I really don't see Ethan Hawke as a a scary, like portraying a bad man. You know what I mean? I've portrayed him like as a strong man, like a fighter, this and that. But like a what that man is now, because he's a killer pedophile, like everything just terrible. You know?
It was weird, like watching that movie and trying to see him in that role because I love Ethan Hawke. I think he's amazing, and that shows you how good of an actor he is, where he can be the role of the supportive dad and then turn around and be a creepy, evil pedophile.
That's taking children and murdering them. Like I said, I've always said so many times, like my things that scare me are things that can happen in real life. Like obviously there's that's out there. People like that are out there. And I just thought it was interesting and terrifying because you don't know if this boy is gonna get out of there. So it's just suspense. You're at that edge. Like, is he gonna get out, or is he gonna be like the other boys who died?
I loved it. Did you love how the ghosts were talking him through the wire?
I
really liked that. I really liked that. That was a fun twist.
Because they were also trying to come to terms with like their death.
Yeah, just sad. It's a little sad too. Yeah. It is.
It should.
But it's. I think. It's scary too. You know?
I
said you don't see the killings. You don't see really too much of any of that stuff. It leaves you wondering, like, how was he killing these boys? Like, what was he doing to these boys? Is he just killing them, or is there more to it? We don't know.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree with you more. See, I say it a lot. It's like sometimes I guess it needs to be shown. Sometimes things need to be shown, but sometimes if you do it right,
okay.
Cool. I don't need to see it.
They're like that because there's people out there like that. So that's a little scary to me to like have that and portray it, and I think it was just a good movie. It did fall under horror. Like I googled it.
Yeah, I would consider that.
It's still horror. Yeah.
Should child murders, then their ghosts come to help the kid. I mean, I really thought it was. Mark said you should watch it. I was like, I don't want to watch a bunch of kids getting murdered. And then it's like, you don't see it. You don't see it. So it's like, okay.
I watched it very recently, and I messaged him. I'm like, I'm watching this movie. You should check it. And because I had never seen it either.
I wouldn't have given a second thought because I said, I don't want to watch kids getting murdered. And Mark's like, no, check it out. I was like, all right, I'll check it out.
It has a great ending. You know what I mean? Like, it has such a,
the relationship between the brother and sister is so sweet. Yeah. And she was, like, going to stop at nothing to get her brother back.
No, good movie. 3. What's your third one?
It Part 2. The new version.
Part 2
Go ahead.
Like I said, like part 1 was a play-by-play almost of like the original. You know what I mean? Like as far as the kids and this and that. Yeah. Like I feel like the only thing they really added was just like more just like up to date like life. There's the boy getting beat up because he was gay. Like just stuff like that. So I think of that. But the second one, as an adult, I feel like you see a lot of the scary. My favorite moment, I play with my daughter, and that's terrible to say, where he's like, come a little closer. Like I'll do that with my daughter to scare her,
That is
But that's scary. It's just like, what is he gonna do? Yeah. Why do you keep going closer? And she does, and then all of a sudden, snap, bitch, dead.
Yeah.
And it's a little girl, and it's always scary to kill off little children.
The part where you're talking about where they beat up the gay couple, I think I don't want to talk too much about it. I didn't care for it, but the movie, but that part where they're beating the shit out of him, and when they take a mini break, he looks, he's like, your hair still sucks. I was like, yes. I appreciate them writing him like, fuck, like, go ahead, keep eating it. You look like shit. Your hair sucks. Like, I loved that. I was like, I hope this guy makes it. Yeah. He seems like a good dude, and I know he's getting his ass kicked, and it's not going to be his last ass meeting.
No, and just those moments too, like where if I remember, like where there's something he gets stabbed in the face too, right? Yeah. And he's still alive. I thought he was dead. Like, and that guy's so funny. Like, I know he's like some hypochondriac, like don't touch me, and his like weird mama issues and shit. But I think those things are it's a good sense of horror. Yeah. You know what I mean? I like the first one too, but prefer the second.
Appreciated the second one a little better.
Absolutely. Again, I like the original always and forever. That scene when he's in the sewer, that's such a good scene.
Wait, the original?
The original.
In the 90s?
That's scary.
Oh, yeah. We watched that shit.
It's like, don't go. Georgie, don't go.
That was the thing that one of the things of the first one, the remake of the first one where they actually showed Georgie getting her arm. I was like, that's the beginning of the movie. I'm like, oh no,
it's at the bar. Like, that shit off. Like,
no,
a good horse, like a good killing in the beginning. A good.
No, it's Obiee. I couldn't agree more, and I think it's like what you said is like come a little. You said to do that with your daughter. Oh God, I can't believe you did that with your daughter. Anyway, but when he's like getting Georgie to get closer, it's like when he's like come closer, come closer. It's like that build is.
Because you know something's gonna.
What's gonna happen? No. I couldn't agree. Yeah.
I would cheat. If like that was your number 3, right?
Yeah.
I would cheat. I would consider it part 1 and part 2. I'd make it that number 3. You can't have one without the other.
You can't.
I got it. I said cheating.
Yeah.
It's cheating. It's cheating.
Two different movies
In one, like
now Obiee could have said if she wanted, she could have said the original because even though the original was the miniseries, it played right after the other. Yeah. So it was one really long movie, 2 discs, but one movie.
2 tapes.
2 tapes.
2 tapes.
A and B.
Now, I would give her that one, but unfortunately,
you can't do it.
It's not.
Well, not to mention also, the remake, it's 2 different movies.
It is 2 different movies.
That's what I said. And that's what I said. It's like, I of course, you love the first one. I can't knock that. You have to watch the first one once you get to the second one. Yeah. But it's 2 different, they're kids, they're adults. Like, life is different, things are different. Yeah. So that's why I prefer the adult one. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because it has a lot of, humor, too.
Yeah.
My 2 was Split.
Okay.
I recently saw this one.
Yeah, I haven't watched this movie yet.
No, the guy, amazing actor. He's
so
cute too. So
he is cute.
He's another accent. Oh my God.
No, he's that movie really made me look at that guy.
It's crazy. It's scary how he can morph his body. And it with each personality, it's his body changes with it. I'm convinced, you're crazy. You know what I mean? I think it's just scary how it is. Like a lot of stuff you didn't even see, even the noises as when he's changing or he's into a different I forget the name of the most evilest one.
The Beast. When he becomes the Beast.
Exactly. And you don't see him in a moment. She's behind the door, but you hear it and he's there and you're like, what the fuck is going on? You know?
A big part of the plot of the movie is James McAvoy's psychiatrist is trying to let people know there's something else out there. It's not just split personality or schizophrenia. There's a thing out there where these people have, where it's like they mentioned, one is diabetic, one has night terrors. It's like these are different people. One needs glasses. You see it in the movie where when he becomes someone else, he needs the glasses all of a sudden. Then he doesn't need the glasses. Then the part where she finds the computer and it's the blogs of all his personalities. It's like, whoa, I was blown away by the movie. Yeah. And then with the Beast, it's like he's actually really intimidating. We see people like Arnold Schwarzenegger, Terry Crews, all these big guys, but somehow they were able to do it to where I was frightened of him. He became an animal. Yeah. It was because it wasn't just he was strong. It was he was able to climb the walls. They did.
That's crap.
They did.
That's crap.
That's why I was I'm gonna watch it, but I want to watch them all.
Yeah.
So the Unbreakable, Split.
Oh yeah,
I want to watch
them.
I've seen Unbreakable long time ago, but I just want to watch them all. Sit down and just binge them.
So you haven't seen any of Mr. Glass either, huh?
No.
You need to get on there.
I know.
You need to get on there.
I do think Split is a better film than Mr. Glass, but I like a lot about Mr. Glass. I do like about, but Split.
Samuel Jackson.
He's one of my favorite actors, but Split is. That was an excellent.
All right, and then numero uno.
Okay, hear it.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
I cannot believe this is your number one. I cannot believe this is your number one.
This always has a backstory. This is like my go-to sex movie.
You're so funny.
But I love Rob Zombie. I do. I like it's gory. It's crazy. It's funny. It gives a little bit of everything, but it is scary because people are batshit crazy like that. Yeah. You know what I mean? There is, and I feel like a lot of Rob Zombie movies do have like undertones of serial killers. You know what I mean? Like such as Ed Gein, I think, and it's a good movie. It gives you everything. It's brutal. You see a lot, weird shit, blood, all that. So that's
gory. It's gory as hell. It's gory. Yeah. I cannot believe that's number one.
I can't believe you picked that either.
I can't believe it.
It's very gory for the horror genre. Like he is a gore.
Yeah. So like I said, horror has like different, obviously under like. It's okay. It's not like fear. I'm not.
You're not really afraid of House of a Thousand Corpses.
I'd be fucking on it if it was.
Yes. Yeah. What was I thinking? No, you're right. Yeah, I'm stupid. Didn't really say. Correct.
But it does give a feeling.
Yeah, you feel stuff. I feel stuff.
I feel yellow.
All right.
That's what yellow feels like to you. That's actually really interesting. That means we're coming. That's interesting.
This is green.
No, but I actually really. I don't know. I really enjoyed your list, actually.
Yeah, I like how it's a very interesting. It's different. It's not like what I think a typical like horror fan might have picked.
Yeah,
and that's what I like about it.
Slasher, like you're more like slasher, killer, blood, stab. I want somebody stabbed in the neck, like, and as far as like I don't know. I feel like it gives you different vibes and stuff like that. That's what's considered horror. Like I said, more reality too. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Sure. A lot of yours had a lot of the ones you picked were pretty much like things that actually could happen. Apart from like I guess Split a little bit and the doppelgangers, but other than that, but because the doppelgangers, I have no proof that says
have you been
we don't. No, I haven't. I'm smart. I'm smart as hell. A lot of it all has to do with your personal, like, because the doppelgangers aren't superhuman. They're people. They are people, and and then if he feeds on fear, so as long it still technically puts the ball in the victim's corner per se. That's why he goes after children. No. I enjoyed all those. I felt a little bit coming on where it's like what a dumb, and then it's like no, I liked all those movies you picked, and this is personal. What do you think? Yeah.
And like you said, that's what's kind of like great about like these lists. It's like, that's your opinion on like what you think are the best horror. Like you think those are the greatest horror movies or top 5 horror movies or whatever. And it's interesting.
Yeah. I think we're gonna end it up that right there and Obiee. Like we said, we're gonna do more. We're gonna do Marky's opinion and then my opinion, and look forward to little mini-sodes like this again. Talking about. We're going to possibly talking about doing games, do a game for the pod again.
Look, it's not going to be like last time. Look, I have notes now. I have things I'm like, oh, that's probably going to be a quote. I've been paying attention a little bit more, okay?
People won't stop talking about how you look like a child and that. I mean, I get it all the time.
I'm speechless, like my mouth open, like, what?
And I felt bad after a while, just kicking your ass.
Okay, that's the only episode I have not listened to. Like,
that's so.
To be honest,
I'm so sorry.
You're not listening much.
I watched myself that day be a dumbass. How that was happening. I was unprepared. I'm sorry, not dumbass. I was unprepared as about.
Yeah, no, dumbass. Let's not go crazy. I don't want to put you in therapy. That's not what I'm saying. But all right, that's cool. We'll see, guys. Something to look forward to. Obie's coming back with a vengeance. She's gonna make us look dumb. Doubtful. But anyway, guys, thanks again for tuning in, and obviously, always leave comments and leave suggestions for horror movies.
Let us know what you think about my list.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you agree, if you disagree with the original list or with Obie's list, please. But
always give us your top 5 too. We're definitely.
Oh yeah, write it down. Yeah, absolutely. Tell us your top 5. But as for now, see you guys next time. Okay. Bye.